Hello everyone, my name is Davis, and if I had $1 for every Reese's stick I ate today, I could buy a third Reese's stick. Now, I'm about to show you something. I don't know what it is. In the words of Tim Robinson from I Think You Should Leave, I don't know what any of this is, and I'm scared. So this is Mahogany Jones the Fourth. I had to remember my Roman numerals. I stumbled onto this guy's TikTok account the other day, and I haven't slept since. To give you a more authentic experience, I'm just going to show you the first video I saw of his.
I'm so white, I stand out like a smoke break. I'm so white, I'll walk into a room, people will stare at me like I just said black. I'm so white, if I dated a black girl, it'd end up in the newspaper.
Right?
I'm saying, I'm whiter than a gay man's back.
Like, here's another one.
No lemon is backwards for no lemon. And kayak backwards is shit.
So you get the idea, right? Like,
how do you spell pussy backwards?
that is not how you would pronounce that. That's not how anyone would pronounce that. I'm terrified. I am terrified. Now, I don't like being needlessly mean. I really don't. I don't want to just like bully this guy. But this is some of the least conventional comedy I've seen ever. Oh man. I just realized that this thing was tucked into my sweater for the first like minute or so of this, so that's embarrassing. So comedy is an art form where you do something with the intention of making people laugh. But this is more like full of themes of cosmic dread, forbidden and dangerous knowledge, madness, non-human influences on humanity, religion and superstition, fate and inevitability. Now, I want to do another sort of comedy breakdown like I did with Jim Brewer, but Jim's comedy was bad in ways that I can comprehend with my mortal flesh mind. This is some 2001 type crap. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do. Let's try it though. Let's try breaking down one of his jokes. I'll try to get the premises out of it. I'll try to... Here, let's...
My parents beat me like a black guy at a traffic stop.
What is a black guy at a traffic stop? Is he the black guy in this analogy? Or is the guy traffic stopping him the black guy? If it's the first one, it almost makes sense because of like racism. But if the traffic stop guy is the black guy, then it's some racism I am not aware of. I don't know what that is. And like, why is the traffic stop guy beating him? Like, in no way does that resemble getting abused by your parents.
They'd ask, do you know why I stopped you? I'd be so scared I'd never know what to say. I'd tell them, I know my rights. That's when they started whipping me like mashed potatoes. With a wooden spoon.
Well, I'm trying to take notes on this, but we're like 1 second in. I don't even know what to write down. Like, I don't even know what to work with here. Let's try a different clip. Let's...
I played a lot of Little League to get away from the bullies. But I soon realized Little League was for parents that like to beat their kids and everybody be okay with it.
What? This feels like I'm a mechanic and somebody comes up to me and says, hey, my car's not working. Can you take a look at it? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I go over and I open up the hood, and inside of the hood, there's just like a mirror. I'm looking at it and I'm seeing my own face, and my own face slowly turns into an engine.
One game I was hit by the pitch 7 times in a row. It was coach's pitch. My dad was the coach. At least at home he never made fun of me for rubbing it in. Just had to swallow my tears like a battered spouse and head to first.
When I started this video, I wanted to like be constructive. I wanted to give a genuine critique of this guy's jokes, try to like break him down, try to improve him a little bit. I wanted to be constructive and like build upon some of the premises he had already established. But I've watched this like 400 times and I got nothing. I don't know what to do. My critique and my constructive criticism is going to come in the form mostly of questions, for now at least, until I figure out something else to say. So one, why were you playing Little League to get away from bullies? What does that mean? Why did you say that? What do you mean Little League is for parents who like to beat their kids? Like you say a lot about that in this bit, but it doesn't refer to anything that is happening in the real world. Who are these parents that are doing Little League because they like beating their kids? And what does that mean? And why Little League? And then 3, your dad was the coach? Was that the punchline? Because then, like, you said it like it was a plot twist, but you had already said that parents who beat their kids like Little League, so there was no impact. Okay. Here, let me say this. Maybe this will be a little bit helpful. If your audience has as many questions as I have right now, then you should probably go back to the drawing board. Comedy is a communication of ideas with like the goal of making people laugh. But this guy is not communicating anything to me other than pure, unadulterated existential dread. Maybe that's on me, who knows? I'm not great at communication. I had to ask my friend the other day why people tell each other about their problems even when they don't need help with them. And their answer that apparently that makes people feel closer to each other was completely new information to me. So I'm not like the top authority on communication, but I know enough to say that this isn't it. This is not communicating. One thing I will say is that his delivery style is fine. It is kind of a Mitch Hedberg, Mike Myers sort of slam poetry sort of thing. And I think with a joke, it could work really well. Okay, I watched this clip about 250 more times, and I think I kind of understand what he's going for. I don't know that I do. So let's try to reconstruct this showgoth into a joke that might work. And let's take a few things into account. I talked about this in the Jim Brewer video, but efficiency of joke telling. This is extremely important. Gotta cut to the chase. Get to your setup, set it up as quickly as possible, get to your punchline as quickly as possible, or as efficiently as possible. Just cut the fluff, cut all the fluff. Number 2, and this one, everybody knows this by now, except for like 13-year-olds, but saying something shocking is not funny on its own. Jokes about how your parents beat you, where the setup is that your parents beat you, and the punchline is that your parents beat you, isn't really a joke. It's just a story about your parents beating you. Not a very well constructed story either, Fosif Campbell. And 3, comedy should be a mixture of relatable stuff and new foreign ideas. But with the foreign ideas, you need to make sure your audience knows what the hell you're talking about. You can't just throw out a concept like Little League is for parents who beat their kids and expect people to know what that is, because it isn't anything. Okay, with those 3 things in mind, here's my attempt at Frankensteining something useful out of... And I'm going to try to do it in his delivery style, the kind of slam poetry thing. My dad used to do the old corporal punishment thing, so I joined the Little League, hoping it'd make me stronger. It didn't. Just made my dad jealous of the pitchers who got to throw stuff at me all day. Now, that's not my best work, but I think it delivers kind of the same ideas he was trying to deliver. There's a little bit more to the clip, so let's see what we can do with the rest of it.
Mom starts cheering for the other team to get away from the abuse.
Well, that was nothing. That was nothing. He didn't say anything with that clip.
You think she'd be more appreciative sitting in front of a big diamond?
Okay, the diamond thing could be something. It's almost completely irrelevant to everything he's talking about, so it's not anything, but it could be something. So let's try that one too. I took my wife to a baseball game. She was bored the whole time. I was so disappointed. I thought diamonds were a girl's best friend. See, that was a joke. Not very good. It was a little bit Abbott and Costello era, but like it was a joke.
That's when I realized it's not who you scold, but what you hold that makes it a domestic dispute. Because if you slap a kid in the face, you're a disgrace. But if you beat a kid with a knee pad, you're being a good dad. It even translates to the bedroom. Because if you're holding a whip, you're not crazy, you're kinky.
What translates to the bedroom? The concept of violence? Abusing your kid? Like, what is he talking about? What? Okay, let's cut the bedroom bit there. I'm throwing out the baby and the bathwater with that one. I don't think it's worth it. But let's try something with the knee pad line. My dad asked me one time on the way home from a game, why did they get to knee you in the face and everyone in the audience loves it? I do that all the time and nobody cares. I never even get any points. I don't know, the idea of a dad being sad that he doesn't get points for beating his kid, that's kind of funny. But okay, that's his baseball thing. Let's try a different clip. Let's just try something else. Let's see what else he's got. See what else we can work with here.
A hippopotamus cannot swim, so don't grab onto one. They'll get angry and attack. Then you'll have to explain to the tour guide why Danny is no longer with us. Where's Danny? Danny didn't make it.
Who's Danny? Why? Also, the premise of this joke doesn't work at all. Hippos can absolutely swim. Hippos can swim, like, really well. Okay, here's a clip from a video titled, "How Does a Hippo Torpedo Through the Water?" Sounds like swimming to me. Let's check it out.
But in the distance, the water begins to churn. Something is speeding towards a boat full of people. What is it? Is it a crocodile? A whale?
So if you're looking for animals that can't swim, hippos should be like fourth to last on that list, right after fish, whales, and gorillas. But okay, that's fine. How about a different one? Let's try one more.
I saw a sign that said open late. Then I did. And it hurt. That's when I have a guitar riff. Just kidding.
Okay, how about a different one? Let's try another one.
Fucking on an air mattress is like going on a date at Denny's. It leaves an impression.
What? Why Denny's? What? No, never mind. This one. This will be the one.
Lebanon's people lined up in queues of humiliation. They were asked to talk with a dick in their mouth and say hello.
I don't know what that was. I've never been to Lebanon, so maybe that's why I don't get that joke. Okay, one more for real this time. One more, and if I can't get anything out of this one, then we're moving on. One more clip, just one more.
It's not just a walk in the park. It's much more than that.
No, never mind. Okay, the video's over. Thanks for watching. Bye.